think.
Okay, so let's see. Okay, what would be this one as a percentage?
Would that be 20%?
So that's fine. I'm just gonna skim through those. First one.
I'm not sure how to. I'm never sure how to put a percentage to fraction.
So percent so per means for every or out of, and cent is 100, like 100 cents in a dollar. So
Okay.
it's literally just 3 out of 100. So it's literally just 3 over 100.
Okay.
So next to it.
Would it be 19 out of 100?
Yeah.
And then 23.
That's all there is to it.
Okay.
Okay. So what is this as a percentage?
Is that 23%?
That's fine. This is a percentage?
70?
Yes. This is a decimal?
Is it 0.76?
Yeah. 45 of these students are girls. Would you know how to do that?
I'm not sure. I don't think so.
So do you have a calculator?
No, I do not. Hold on, let me just go get one real quick.
Okay.
There we go. Hello? Sorry, I think I can't hear you. The sound's a bit off.
Sorry. What is 45% as a decimal?
Oh, is it 0.45?
Yes. So you do 0.45 times 800.
Okay.
So try those three.
Oh, so 0.45 times 800 is 360.
That's it. And I'll just be a sec. 1 sec.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, Noah.
That's fine.
Sorry. So what did you get there?
So for the 28%, I got 23,800.
Yeah.
Oh no, 0.85 is that was 360.
Okay. Yeah. 360. Then 23,800. Yeah.
Yeah. And 36% of 4,500 is 1,620.
620. That's fine. Okay. Yep. Fine. Okay. Any idea how you'd go about this one?
Would you do 0.20 times 18?
Okay. And what would you get there?
It would be £3.60.
Okay. What would you do next?
Would you take that away from £18?
Yeah.
No, 80. Sorry.
£3.80 was it?
No, £3.60. Take away 80. 80. Like I'm thinking because.
Oh yes. Sorry.
It's reduced.
Yeah.
And that's should be £76.40.
Hang on. The non price watch is 80 in two shops. In one, it's reduced by 18. In the second, it's reduced by 20%. So, well, one is obviously better, isn't it?
Yeah.
So which one is that?
The seconds. Unless I'm thinking wrong.
Well, which shop is selling it for the cheaper price?
Not sure. The Times one.
Yeah. So times. Hang on. That's a bit. Is that? Did you do? No. Sorry, it should be 0.2 times 80. Is that what you said originally?
No, I said 18.
Okay. So no. So it's 0.2 times 80 because that's a separate shop.
Oh, okay. And so 0.2 times 80 is 16.
So that's £16. And so they're reducing it by £16. The other shop is reducing it by £18.
So that'd be 80. Take away 18.
So which shop will be better?
It would be the second. No, wait, what? No, I'm not sure.
So times is minus £18.
Okay.
Seconds is minus £16.
Oh, so it's times because it's reducing more.
Yeah, so times. Time shop, that's it. So this is percentage increase. So this is non-calculator. Any idea how to do this?
No, I'm not sure.
So the way I'd go about it is I'd say, well, 100% is £420.
Yeah.
What would be 10%?
42.
5%?
Would that be 21?
And 2.5%.
10.5.
And what is 10 plus 5 plus 2.5?
17. So that'd be 63. 73.50.
And then what would you do with that 73.50?
Would you take that away from 420? Oh,
Where's
plus, you would add it on. So 420 plus 73.50 is 493 pounds 50.
that's it. And so that on the left side we added those three, but what you ended up doing was adding up all four. What do you get if you add up all four on the left?
You get 117.5.
Yes. And so so this will become important later, but yes, £493.50. Okay, how would you do the one on the right?
So 100% is 64,
Yeah.
and then 10% is £6 for 5% is £3.20,
Mm-hmm.
and 2.5 is £1.60. And if you add them all together, with it be 64 add 6 boy. Oh, hold on. So 64 add £6.40. Would you get £75.20?
That's £75.20. That's it. Fine. 75.20. Okay, that's okay. They'll become important later for something else. How would you do the one on the right here without a calculator?
Would you find 100%?
Yeah. So what is 100%?
24,000. And then would you find 10%, which would be
So you might not need to. You just want 4%. Sorry?
Could you just go to 1% and then by 4? So 1% would be 24.
That would be 0.1%.
Oh, 240.
Yeah.
And then times that by 4 to get 4%, and that is 960.
Okay. So that's 960. Oh, was it an increase?
I think
his salary increased.
Yeah.
Sorry, and then you just add it on. So 104% is 24960. There we go. Let me think about this.
Which one, A or both?
Okay, how would you do the top one without a calculator?
Okay. So 20% is. Oh no. So 100% is 650. I think if you divide that by 4, you get 20.
100 divided by 4?
Oh no, 100 divided by 5. Sorry.
Yeah.
And I'll give you the 20%. So you gotta do 650 divided by 5, and that is 130.
Okay.
Would you add that onto 650, which is 180?
So 780. That's it. So that's 120%. Okay, fine. It's alright. It's a bit of a longer question, but it's alright. Longer questions, if we need to, we can do them. So they're bigger questions. Okay. Percentage decrease. How would you do this?
With a calculator.
I'm not sure. Let me see. Probably. Oh yeah. So this This is a calculator, but hold on. So let's not do it just yet then. 10-15%. Okay. Okay, so I'll leave that. Okay, how would you do these?
So would you write it as a fraction first?
Yeah.
So 170, so 36 out of 50, and then would you times them by 2 to get 100?
Yeah.
So that would be 72%.
Yes. How about the other one?
So that would be 176 out of 800. So would you just divide that by 8?
Yeah.
So 176 divided by 8 is 22%.
Okay. How about these?
60 as a percentage. So would it be 60 out of 90?
Yeah.
So 96. So would you divide them two together?
Okay. What would you get?
And that would be 0.625, and then would you times that by 100 to get 62.5%?
Yes, and that equals 62.5%. So you're already good for that. Is that worth it? Not really. Not really. If we have time. Okay. No. If we have time. Okay. How about this top left one?
So could you do 620 out of 700? No.
So this is a different thing.
Oh, okay. Did you say the top left one?
Yeah.
Okay. Could you take away 780 and 620?
Yeah.
And that will give you. Oh, sorry. And that'll give you 88.
Okay.
Is it just an 88% increase?
Well, what would it be? What would be the increase as a fraction?
83 out of 100. No, so 80. Oh, I'm not sure.
It would be 88 out of the 620.
Okay.
So what would that be as a percentage?
That is 0.14.
And so as a percentage?
14%.
I'll say 14.2%. So basically, it's the change, so how much it went up by, over the original.
Okay.
Times by 100. So we, this is just the ones that we were doing a minute ago, where except you have to figure out, if it went up by this, put that as a percentage. It's like they give you the second one, and you just have to work in reverse. So try the top right one.
The top right.
Yeah.
So 451 take away 376 is 75. So that's the change. And then if you divide that by the original, which is 376 million, that the percentage is 0.199. Then you times that by 100 to get 19 percent, but if we want to round it up, 20%.
All right, 19.9%. So 14.2, 19.9, 14.2, 19.9. Any questions about that?
No.
Okay. A washing machine has a price. Okay, how about that? Top left.
Still do the change, divide by the original.
Yeah.
Okay, so 39 divide by 360. 260.
Yeah.
By 260, and as a fraction is 0.15, and then you times that by 100 to get 15%, and that's the reduction.
So that's 15%. I think it'd be all right there. 15%. Okay. Now I need to go back, and we'll see why I did that weird thing earlier. This one. Okay. So we said, £493.50, and that's 117.5%, 117.5%. What is 117.5 percent as a decimal?
Is that 1.175?
Yeah. And so in your calculator, do 1.175 times 420.
Times what?
£420.
The same answer as the £493.50.
And so that's a quick way of doing it in one go. So basically you just find 117.5% of it. So let's say try the one on the right with your calculator. Sorry, the one on the left with your calculator.
So 17.5, that's 1.175 times 50, and that's 53.75. Sorry, 58.75.
£58.75. There it is. So what would you put in your calculator for the one on the right if you were to do it in one go?
Would you do what for the one on the right?
Yeah.
Okay. So would you do 1.04?
Yeah.
Times that by 24,000, and that it gives you 2,000, and that gives you the same answer, which is 2,400. No, yeah, 24,960.
Okay. What would you do for the one on the left with the calculator?
Looking for is 5% of the total price. Would that be 1.05 times 54?
No.
Wait, are we doing the cooker one or Glen?
Okay, so this one is 1.05 times 54. How about the one on the left?
Oh, the one on the left. Would that be 1.2 times 650?
Yes. Let's see. Okay. So how would you do this one with the calculator?
Is reduced. So would you instead of going up of 100, you take away from 100? So would it be 0.8 times 36.80?
Yes.
And that is £29.44.
29.44. Okay, so we're good for increase, we're good for decrease. And now we do compound. Okay, So how would you do this top one?
Would you do 0.04 to the power of 4? No, to the power of 2. Sorry, times 450.
Not 0.04.
Is it 1.04?
Yes. It's power of 2. What do you get there?
And that gives you £4,867.20.
How about underneath?
Would that be 2,000 times 1.05 to the power of 3?
5 to the 3. That's okay. How about the bottom one?
So would it be 1.25 to the power of 3 times 2,000 and 2,200?
1.25 would be 25%.
Is it 1.025?
Yes. 0.25 to the power of 3. So what was that? So 1.025 power 3. So how about the last one here?
Okay. So would it be 1.025 to the power of 3 times 1,500?
1,500. And how about this one here?
That mixed fraction is confusing me a bit.
How about the one above it?
The one above it, would that be 1.035 to the power of 3 times 1,200?
And now try that one below it again.
Okay, so would you just put it as a mixed fraction with the power to the power of 2?
What is 3.5 as a decimal?
3.5. I'm not sure.
What is a half as a decimal?
Half as a decimal, is it 0.5?
1.5?
1.5. 1.5.
2.5?
2.5.
3.5?
3.5.
That's it.
Okay. So 3. Is it 1.035 times 2 to the power of 2? Sorry, times 2,500.
Yes, grand. And let's see. So, how would you do this one?
Would you sub the 20 years to where the n is? So that'd be 5,000 times 1.045 to the power of 20.
Yes, that's gonna be all right. How would you do this one?
Would you add the two percentages together?
Never do that.
Oh, would it be the original?
So 200.
Is it 200 times 1.015?
That's for the second year. For the first year?
1.033 to the power. Oh, is it just that?
And then how would you get for the second year?
200. No, would you do the answer times 1.015?
Yes, and basically you can do it all in one go, or you can do it as the answer, but it's gonna give you the same thing because that will give you the answer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's how you do that. So it's exactly the same as before. These are a bit. This is actually easier, so students get it wrong because they're used to the harder one. What is this simple interest one after 2 years?
So the first year, scheme A, would that be 2,500 times 1.04?
Right.
And then would you times that by 1.039?
So you were thinking of no. So these are two separate banks.
Okay.
Or two separate schemes. So one gives you simple interest for 2 years. One gives you compound interest for 2 years. So the compound interest one, you're going to be fine for that. 1.039 to the power 2. That's for B. How about for A? How would you do the simple interest?
Will that just be 2,500 times 1.04?
So that'll be for the first year.
And then would you put to the power of 2 as well?
So that would be compound interest. What is 4% of 2,500? How would you do that?
That would be 0.04 times 2,500.
Yeah, what do you get?
100.
And so that's the interest. So how much would they have after 2 years?
200.
So then, and so how much would they have in total in their bank account?
2,700.
Yes. So even if they then deposited £1 million into the bank account, because it's simple interest, they're only getting £100 a month.
Okay.
Because that was of the original. Compound interest is they're getting an extra money based on what's currently in there.
Okay.
So the more they get, the more interest they get. We hear the interest stays the same. So those. Okay, how would you do these?
So would you do, for the international bank, would you do 2,000 times 1.04 times 1.001?
Yeah, and then the other one?
2,000 times 1.05 times 1.005.
Well done. Okay. How would you do the one on that left, the simple one?
The one on the left, the simple one. Would you do 0.23 times 15,000?
What would be 23% as a decimal?
0.23. So would it be for 2.3? Would that be 0.23?
Yeah.
Okay. Times 0.023. 345. Because that's over 3 years. If you times that by 3, it's 1,035.
Yes. Okay, that's fine. And so, how much would he have in his account?
16,035.
1,035. And let's just finish this question then.
Okay, so the compound interest, so that would be 15,000 times 1.2 15.
And what is 21.5% as a decimal?
Is it 0.215?
Yeah.
So would it be 1.0215?
0.215. Yeah.
So to the power of 3.
Yeah.
And that is 0.0215 3. That is £15,988.45.
Which bank should they go with?
The simple interest.
Simple one, yeah. Okay, so I think you're alright for simple interest. I think you're okay for those. There's a lot of them. How would you go about this?
Would you do the change divided by 0.05?
So this is a different thing.
Would you do 0.95 times £5,469.78? No.
It's compound interest. That would be compound depreciation.
I'm not sure.
So basically what this is saying, so if this was a question, if you were, how would you do compound interest 5% for this one? If it was just a normal question.
4,500 times 1.05 to the power of n.
Yes, and they're telling us that you get £5,469.78, and you have to figure out what n is.
Yeah.
So calculate a question. What's the easiest way of doing
that? So how would you, I'm not sure.
I just try different numbers for n.
Okay. Times 1.05 to the power of 2. No, it's not to the power of 2, to the power of 3. Oops. No. To the power of 4. It's 4,500 times 1.05 to the power of 4.
There you go. So n equals 4. It's 4 years. That's it. So that's just kind of figuring out what that question is about. This one, our percent. So they were doing this. What percent compound interest is it? If that's what the person was putting in their calculator.
Is it 4.5%?
4.5%. Yes. Let's see. So this is similar. Very, very similar. Hold on. Okay, how would you do the top one?
Would you do 27,500 times 1.2?
That would be if it appreciates in value, it depreciates in value.
0.8.
Well done.
The power of n equals 11,264.
Well done.
So 2005. Power of 2. No. The power of 3. Is it just 1 year?
Oh, is it really 1 year?
I think so. No, it's not. Sorry. Maybe I tried putting to the power of 2 and it went straight to 17,600.
So keeping in mind this one's going down in value.
Maybe minus, not minus.
No. It needs to go down even more.
Oh. I'm not sure.
Just keep putting numbers in.
Okay.
Okay, it's power of, I don't know, 5. So that's too much. Maybe 4.
Yeah, it's 4.
4, there you go. So that's n equals 4.
Oh, I think my screen's frozen again.
Oh, hang on. I'll try.
Oh.
Is it back?
Oh. Hello?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but the screen's frozen.
I can try. Can you see that there?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, how would you start the second one?
So would it be 2,500 times 1.03 to the power of n equals £2,813.77.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. How'd you do the bottom?
So would you do 1,200 times 0.8 equals 400 to the power of n equals £491.52.
Yeah, you just try different values from there. How would you do the top one?
Would you do 5,000 times 1.03?
That's compound interest.
Would you just do 5,000 times 0.03?
Yeah.
I mean, that would equal 15. So would you just do to get to 60? So 60 divided by 15. Or times that by 4. It's 4.
4 years. Yeah. Okay. How about this?
So is it just so is it 12,000 times 0.75?
Yeah.
And that equals
3 years.
to the power of 3. 5,662 50.
Say that again, sorry?
5,062 pounds 50.
50. That's it.
So would it be?
No, that's all right. That's all right. Let me just see that one. That's a okay. Okay, how'd you do this one?
So would you do 15,000 times 1.18? No, sorry, not 1.18. 0.72 to the power of 3.
How did you get 0.72?
I did 100 take away 18 and then divide it by 100 because it's depreciated.
So what about the first year?
The first year, that's 23%. So would it be 0.77?
So times 0.77.
And would that be to the power of 3?
So that's for the first year, and then after the first year.
So would it be times 0.72?
0.82, is it?
0.82, sorry.
And they wanted for 3 years.
Would it be 0.82 again? Oh no, to the power of 3.
Times 0.82 again.
Oh, okay.
Or squared.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's how you'd go about that one. This one I'll leave. It's kind of a strange one. Okay, and then this is what I want to get to. How would you do this?
So would that be would you do 0.8 times oh no, the normal price, so would it be 1.20 no 1.2 sorry times 220?
So it's like the original price that you have.
Yeah.
Well, it was reduced by 20%.
Yeah.
So what would you multiply to reduce it by 20%?
Reduce it 0.8.
So original times 0.8 gives you 220. So you have to figure out what the original was.
Okay.
How would you do that?
Would you? Would you divide by 0.8?
Yeah, well done. What do you get?
So 275.
Well done. So that's 220 divided by 0.8, and that is 275. How about the middle one?
The middle one. So would that the original times 0.85 equals 102. So would you divide that by 102 divided by 0.85?
Yeah.
And that is 102 divided by 120.
£120. 275. 120. Let's see. 275. 120. They're all very similar. The price. So that one. The price of it increased by that. Look at the price before this. That's alright. Let's see. It says. That's alright. And then think about that one. Okay, how about this one?
So the increase was the original times 1.04 equals 2,828.80. So would you just divide by 1.04 by 2,828.80?
Well done.
0.80 divided by 1.04, 2,720.
2,720. So, yes. So, what was the kind of percentage stuff you were talking about specifically at the beginning?
Increase and decrease.
Okay, so we covered that, and I think so. They put it in different contexts. So increase and decrease. Just one single increase, is it?
Yeah.
And calculator, non-calc, or both?
Both.
So how would you do the one on the right, non-calc?
So would you do 100% is 240.
Yeah.
10% would be 24. No, sorry. Yeah, 24. Sorry. 5% would be 5% would be 12.
Yeah.
2.5 would be 6. Add them all together and you get
Non-calc.
no. So it'd be 4, 6, 12. 4, 2, 6, 7, 8, and so 282.
282. It's not. Oh, we're going into different things there. How would you do the one on the right with a calculator?
Would you do 1.175 times 64?
Yeah.
And that would.
Yeah, you get the answer. How would you do this one? No. It's kind of, it's not really representative. Sure. How would you do this one with a calculator?
So would you do 1,000? No, yeah, 154,500 times 1.04 to the power 2.
That's fine. You'd write down your answer. How would you do this one, calculator?
So with the calculator, would you do 6,200 times 1.025 to the power 3?
Yeah. I just want to get to one more if I can find it. May not be any because they're so. No. How would you do this one with a calculator?
So there's because it's 2015 to 2013, that would be 2 years. So would that be 4,800 times 0.75 to the power of 2?
That's it. Yeah, I think you've got it. Yeah, so what would you give yourself for percentages now?
I definitely see a tick.
Yeah. So any topic in particular you want to do next time?
Probably not. I'm not sure at the moment, but I'll find one.
Okay. Any questions for me in general?
No.
Okay. Well done, Noel. You did great. I look forward to talking again next time.
Yeah, same here.
Have a good one. Goodbye.